How's it going, y'all? It's Zap Martin with the Martin Group, and I am here in studio with the founding owner of OB Beans Coffee, Mr. Mark Bell. Welcome to the studio, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So excited to have you in here. And, you know, I love the beach. I love OB. And it's cool to have you here to kind of, I feel like it's like direct connection right here. So this is awesome. And Mark and I actually go back before OB Beans Coffee to working together at church. But let's talk coffee today. So tell me a little bit about this idea and how it all started.
Sure. Yeah. So our mantra is doing good farm to cup. And I've been involved in nonprofit and church work for a lot of years. And a friend of ours used something similar down in Mazatlan, Mexico. He started a roastery and a couple coffee shops, and he used it to fund a lot of the missions and humanitarian work that they did in the dumps down there with some of the families that live there. And so we came back so inspired by that. We thought, man, what if we could create something that would just be generative, that would just create a lot of good?
Right.
So we set about, we got a roaster. We started roasting in my garage. It was awesome. It was like total, entrepreneurial. Exactly.
From the garage.
And then we're like selling in farmers markets, and lo and behold, it gained traction. People loved the idea of being able to like do good with the coffee.
Right.
And really, we are like convinced that if we could help people think slightly differently about something they consume every day, that we could really together collectively do a lot of good with it. So that's kind of where the seeds of why we started the company came from.
That's so cool. So you're helping people on the back end and the front. I mean, the drinkers of the coffee enjoy it. Where it comes from, it's all.
Yeah. So we actually work directly with farms and farmers. We're about ready to take off on a new trip to Africa. We're going to go spend some time with some farmers in Ethiopia, Uganda, and Tanzania.
That is so cool.
And we work with farmers all over Central, South America, Mexico. And it's great to be able to work directly with them and then see the impact of us being able to buy their high quality coffee directly to them, and the impact that it has on their community is huge. Wow. And then we come back, we'll roast it in Ocean Beach. We're the only roasters there, so we're roasting it right on site. You'll see it in the shop. And then from there, we donate back to nonprofit partners. We partner with a lot of the schools in the community, do a lot of community events, and it's really cool to watch a lot of good things happen from something just so simple we all drink every day. Yeah.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the things you do, with your business and with your coffee? Maybe that's slightly different. You mentioned you're the only roaster at OB.
Yeah, so
that's really cool.
We're the only roasters there. Yeah, and a lot of people, they'll get their coffee from other places, but we love to be a part of the entire process. So we go to origin, we work with farmers, we purchase the coffee, we get it shipped back, we roast it in the shop, so you're watching it being roasted, and then we serve and prepare, and we make drinks for people too as well, and you can buy bags of coffee and stuff too. But the great thing is you get a chance to see the entire process through there. And then on the walls, we have a lot of photos from like some of our nonprofits and then the farmers we work with. And it really tells like the entire narrative of coffee, which is just a really fun thing. A lot of times you just see one aspect of it when you're drinking your latte, but it's fun to actually have see the entire process.
That is so cool. Yeah. And can you explain a little bit about how you meet the different people? I mean, you mentioned South America, you mentioned Uganda, and you're heading to Africa to partner with people there. I mean, that's awesome. This is like worldwide.
Yeah, it is fun. And we started small. The first trip we went to, we were working with one of the importers that bring coffee in for us, and they connected us to a co-op in Oaxaca, Mexico.
Okay, Oaxaca.
And me and three of the other guys who are owners with me, we went down on our first trip, and we had no idea what to expect, and we showed up and we saw like how much work went in to actually like farming this coffee, picking this farming. There's so many hands that are involved in coffee, because coffee is rarely grown in the United States or in this kind of climate. It's primarily grown in some of these other countries where the climate's more ideal for it. And so it's an interesting thing that we all work together around the globe to create something that's a really beautiful and awesome product. So we started small. We met some farmers. It kind of mushroomed out into meeting other farmers, and then you kind of get connected with people. It's great, obviously, online too, to be able to like connect with people through email or social media. And we began to meet some farmers in Guatemala, through some mutual friends. We met, our farmer that we work with in Costa Rica used to live in Ocean Beach.
That's awesome.
And he lived there for 4 years while he went to San Diego State and got his degree, and then went back to take over his dad's farm. So it's like those kind of stories are just like really, really cool. That, I mean, what are the odds that he would have lived in Ocean Beach? He's a great surfer. He surfs in Costa Rica too. His name's Diego. And now he's growing the coffee that we're, providing for OB.
That is so awesome.
Really, really cool.
So awesome. Cool. Well, I love what you're doing, man. Love the coffee. Love the community. Like you said, the narrative, the story behind it. It's so unique and so cool. How can people get in touch with you, a hold of you? They want to stop by your shop. Do you have more than one shop?
Sure. Yeah. So we actually just opened our second shop in San Clemente.
Okay.
And so we have a shop in Ocean Beach, just right on the main drag on Newport Avenue. Every time you come in and you buy coffee, whether it's a bag of coffee to make at home or one of the cups of coffee that that our team makes for you, you know that every time you do that you're making an impact with it. So everything that you get from our company is going right back to help farmers, to help our community. It's going back to help the nonprofits that we work with. And so it's a really cool thing to be a part of that process, So come in, get coffee from us, hang out with us. We'd love to get to know you.
Cool.
I mean, that's the way to support.
And what's the website? If someone wants to jump on the website, obviously go to Newport, go to OB, so go to San Clemente. But if they want to follow you online.
Sure, obbeans.com. Okay. And then you can follow us on Instagram with ob.beans.
Awesome. Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for coming in the studio, man. I appreciate hanging out with you.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks.